Hi Coach, my name is Adam Mitchell. I will be graduating in 2015. I hope to attend your school, play baseball at your school, and study business at your school. I hope you enjoy my video profile. My passion for the sport is probably more than anyone else because about 2 years ago, I got in a car accident. I was out of baseball for about 1.5 years, and for that 1.5 years, I dedicated myself to getting bigger, stronger, and faster, and I achieved every single one of those goals. I was around 140 at the time of the wreck, and right now I'm about 190, 195. In the outfield, people tell me that I can read the ball like no one else. I actually like the outfield more than any other position because I like to break out my quickness and break out my speed in those liners in the gap and feel like a predator running out there for those balls. I believe my range and my ability to read the ball is outstanding.
Adam Mitchell's a great kid. He transferred to us last year. He got in a pretty bad auto accident and came back from it and worked hard and did really well and struggled at first when he came back. Ended up being our mainstay this year for our high school season, and overall kid, he's a great kid, he's a good student. It's hard to say anything bad about him because I can't. He works hard, he plays hard, he's just a good kid to have around.
Some of my achievements with sports would have to be when I was about 14. They came on the top prospect lists of outfielders, and I was 5th on the nation for that. And the #1 team in the nation when I was about 14 actually called my dad and asked for me to play for their team in California, and I did.
I think outfield's his overall strength just because of his speed, and his arm strength. He can track down a lot of balls that normal high school kids can't get to, and when he needs to throw the ball the way he needs to, he can get rid of it in a hurry and get it on a line.
What makes me different from other players is back in the days, literally you're those kids that, threw the bat, cried. That was me. Now I hold that in and I use that on the field to be the best I can be.
Well, what makes Adam different from other players, I think, is just his personality. He's got a great personality about baseball. He's always talking about it. He's always living it. His work ethic is second to none. He just plays hard, and I think, going hard as he does, every play, every pitch, every at-bat, and I think that's what separates him from the rest.
What makes me a good hitter is my eye-hand coordination and my quick hand speed. My favorite pitch to hit is probably hanging curveball, and that would be because when you get underneath the hanging curveball, get some lift on the ball, the backspin, feel pretty good about yourself when you do that. I actually can see the red laces in the baseball, and that helps me out. That's a big key for hitting for me also.
He's an extremely strong kid. He's definitely got above average strength for a high school baseball player, and he translates that very well into baseball. He's got really good power. He hits both gaps really well. He can swing it. He's got a good swing.
My strengths would have to be hand-eye coordination and my ability to hit for power and contact.
He's extremely coachable. He likes to have fun. He plays hard. He's easy to coach, and he works whatever you ask him to do. He's working on it constantly to get better at it, and he's working to get to the next level.
Field of study, I want to be probably going in for business. My dad, he is an excellent businessman, and I'd like to be able to come out of a 4-year university and help him out in that. With school, I get around 3.6, 3.8 GPA. I take honors classes. My work ethic on the field is outstanding, and off the field I'm always working cages, the gym, and I also play football. So if I'm not working for baseball, I'm also working for football, so I'm doing speed, agility, strength, and I can use those keys towards baseball.
With him on pitching, he's extremely effective. He throws a little bit above average. He's probably 85, 86, 87, right around in there, and he throws extreme sidearm, like down from the dirt. And he can control it, and he throws it for strikes. We're starting with him this summer, with him more pitching than we did this past year, and we're going to work with him really hard with it next year to get him going with it. And he can be an effective pitcher, throwing from down there with as hard as he does, with this big sweeping slider that we're working on him with. And that just throwing from down there with that movement that he puts on the baseball, it's tough for these kids to hit.
The support of family and friends is probably the key thing in doing anything. When you have the support, family and friends, it drives you, it pushes you, anything. When I was injured, I was depressed, always my family and friends were always coming up to me and helping me out in that situation, making me feel a lot better.
He's an above average speed player. He's got really good footwork, good arm work, good arm action. His pop time's probably about between 1.8 and 2.0 behind the play, but it still could use some work. Like I said, we didn't have much time to get him back there and to work with him a lot that he needed, but we got enough in to make him effective.
I like it because you're involved in every single play. You can either save the game or you can either lose the game for your team, and I like the ability to save the game for your team all the time. And I also like throwing runners out. That's fun.
Since he hasn't caught in a while, he's a little bit raw catching. He does block well, he does throw really well, he's got an above average arm. He just needs to learn the position, which we kind of pushed him into it this year, and we really didn't have a lot of time to get him ready for it, but I think overall he did an exceptional job for us behind the plate.
I play baseball not for myself. I have a lot of people that have been supporting me throughout my days playing baseball. It's probably about 11 years. I'm doing it for them.
His main strengths, I think, is just his passion for the game. He loves baseball. You know, he plays hard. You know, everybody says, give me 100% or 110%. I think he goes 200% every time. He plays extremely hard, and that's what I like about him. I think he would help out a lot of programs. Just depends on what somebody might need and where he'll fit in. But college baseball, I think he's got the ability to be there and to help any type of program and do good. I'll give him any recommendation he needs from me. He's got no worries about that one.
Thank you.